Again, Dick provided a lot of guidance. He introduced us to people that were interested in us. He helped us to arrange tours of companies, which involved both the students getting a chance to see the hardware of manufacturing, but the faculty committee to get a chance to sit down and listen to management talk about, if you were designing a curriculum in manufacturing management, what would it look like? Krannert has always had a close association with alums, and many of the alums were in manufacturing. So that was actually an easy thing to do. On the teaching side, the center was initially focused on the undergraduate program. And as you know, Krannert School has something called the BSIM program, where these young men and young women are very well trained in analytical methods. We created some courses for them and some enterprises for them to get involved in. They were an integral part of these tours, for example. On the development of teaching side, we worked on developing courses that could fulfill the requirements of that particular option. And at least at one time, that was the most popular BSIM function in terms of enrollment. The importance and significance of implementation, change management. You know, it's one thing to say we've got this nifty little MRP system, or we're going to install just-in-time production. And it's easy enough to design cards or some other messaging system to say, make one more. But it's another thing to get that done on the shop floor. So that would be a big item. Another would be the silo issue that one finds in manufacturing firms. That is, we and some of the management leadership that provided advice to us had an enterprise focus, but when we actually got a chance to sit down with some marketing and finance people, you might have actually been involved in some of those kind of conversations. The question was, well, what does that have to do with me? So silos and implementation. I think from the beginning, DCMME has been an agent for change within Krannert and at Purdue University. I mentioned funding for research and teaching. We provided funding for the development of courses in the technology school. We worked with faculty in the School of Engineering on designing coursework. Within the school, I'd like to think that if we didn't initiate the development of more enterprise focus within the curriculum, that at least we supported that enterprise. Frankly, I'm not very knowledgeable about what DCMME is doing now, but I would say that it's doing just fine if it's continuing to innovate across the school and across the university. And of course, still in touch with practice.